of these. Let's go and say, what is your number 5?
Number 5, Yu Yu Hakusho, a good classic.
Which is also on my 5. I won't tell you where, but yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, so good. For anyone that hasn't watched, give them the lowdown, Shorty. Give them the lowdown. Yu Yu
Hakusho, this delinquent kid is just evil.
He's not evil. He's just rough around the edges.
No, he is evil. Nah. And he sacrifices himself, saving some kid from getting hit by a car, I believe it was. It's been a while since I've watched it. It was. And it turns out he wasn't supposed to do that. Out of every scenario...
Yeah, the kid would have got one less scratch had he just let the kid go.
And King Yama was like, well, we didn't know you were going to do that. Any simulation that we've put through, you weren't going to save this kid.
The chances weren't there.
Yeah, and so they let him come back to life with the condition of raising the spirit egg.
Yeah.
He has to be good because whatever your soul does influences this egg. If he does evil and is just a bad person, this thing's going to eat him. And it shows him trying to change his ways and become stronger and stronger and coping with his new abilities that he gets from coming back alive.
Yeah. Well, because like this series has something that is very important to me, and that is one of the best, if not the best, tournament arc in anime.
Oh,
hands down.
It does have a really good tournament arc.
Like there's multiple tournament arcs. Season 2's Dark Tournament is, if you just get through season 2 and drop it from there, I suggest going and watching all of it. You've got to at least get through season 2 if you're an anime fan. The Dark Tournament is so good.
The plot twist in the Dark Tournament was super nice too, so it's definitely something worth looking and waiting for.
Well, and it's so interesting that this series started out with the author not intending for it to be like an action fighting shonen. That's why the first arc of Yusuke Urameshi being dead is there's somber. There's some fighting, but they don't really get into the demon stuff too much until he's resurrected, and then it becomes full on. We're gonna go fight. Let me go and grab this other, dork that goes to school with me. He's coming with me, even though when he loses most of his fights, and he's just like, "Hey,
don't knock on my man." I love him. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I do love me some Kazuma and his spirit sword.
Yeah.
No, I definitely feel you. That is a fantastic pick for your very first pick. Let's go and scroll on back over there. And why don't you give us your number 4?
The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. I am a sucker for a slice of life romance. You might give me shit for loving isekais, but no, I'm a sucker for a slice of life.
Now, I'm not familiar with this one in particular, but I mean, I've seen like Oh My Goddess and things like that back in the day. Is it similar to that maybe? I don't know.
So with this one, he randomly sees the goddess outside in the rain, just sitting on a swing. So he just goes over and gives his umbrella, not wanting anything out of it. Sees a girl in distress. Turns out she's the most popular girl in school, known as the Angel. And it just shows them getting closer and closer and closer. She's super distant and hesitant with him at the beginning, thinking that he's like every other guy, just trying to take advantage of her. And it's not how it is.
Yeah.
And they just grow together as people, and their feelings get stronger and stronger until they finally, or she realizes it a lot earlier than he does.
Yeah.
But they realize that they like each other and that they're meant to be together. And it just shows that development step by step. It's not rushed. It's not love at first sight. It's really good character development, and I really like that pace.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna shame you for having a romance anime on your top 5, man. I'm a big Horimiya guy, in all honesty. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't enjoy some good romance in anime from time to time.
Horimiya's in my top 10.
Yeah,
it was really
it's
hard.
so good.
I just rewatched it, so
yeah. I've been rewatching, slowly rewatching it as well with the new season and stuff. But yeah.
Super excited for that.
Yeah, I am. I enjoy a good romance. I am not familiar with the one that you said though. But I do like the art style. Girl's got them big old clannad eyes going on, so you know.
Yeah, it's super cutesy. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on. This one will be a little bit more familiar to some people. What is your number 3?
Case Closed. The Case Closed
or
has
known as Detective Conan. You can call them either or. Yeah.
I was just like Hajime no Ippo or Fighting Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
but Case Closed. I fell in love with this series at a young age. The movies are probably some of the best anime movies I've ever seen.
It's a long running one for sure.
Oh, so long. It's one of the longest.
Yeah, I think it's even got One Piece beat. Like crazy.
Yep. Between this and Hajime no Ippo are one of the longest running series. So I'm pretty sure Case Closed is still ongoing.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I think they take pretty long hiatuses and will throw a movie in from time to time.
Yeah, but kid accidentally stumbles upon what he thinks is a murder. Turns out it's not. It's the secret organization dealing with drugs. He's force-fed this drug that they think is poison. Just turns him into a kid.
Yep.
And he goes around with his girlfriend and her dad solving cases, trying to turn back into the high schooler or young adult that he was. Because I don't think they ever mentioned his actual age. So
yeah, I don't think I don't remember them ever officially saying what his age was.
Yeah, so I always imagine like towards the last year of high school or like early college time.
Yeah,
because there's a little bit of romance in it, but it's not a lot.
No, it's about the mysteries.
Yes, and the way he knocks out his girlfriend's dad to
and keeps making it up.
Yeah.
It keeps making up like he's the one doing the stuff.
Yeah, with his little communicator on his watch.
Oh, it is funny. It is fun. Oh, 16 says, yeah, Hime.
Hina. I did not know they actually said his age. I just knew he was a younger person.
We'll definitely have to get Hina on this show sometime here very, very soon. She was in the Avatar campaign, so you're familiar with her, obviously. All right,
yeah,
so
we've had good discussions during that. So
yeah. All right, so we've got your Detective Conan. What's your number 2, Shorty?
By the Grace of Gods, and it is a isekai.
Another isekai. You're isekai the hell out of me today, bruh.
This one is also not your average one. This guy, he passed away while sleeping. He bumped his head, I think, 3 times while sleeping and caused himself to have an aneurysm. And this dude was known to be super tough. He would take beer bottles to the side of the head.
Yeah.
Beatings from his dad. Like, nothing could even scratch him, and he dies in his sleep. Super embarrassed. He had a terrible life in the mortal world.
Yeah.
And so to make up for that, the gods of this other fantasy world takes pity on him, say, hey, we're going to reincarnate you into our world. It's going to siphon magic from Earth to our world to help fix things up. We don't have any mission for you. There's no big bad guy. At least
this is
not
a
in the first
pretty
season.
recent one, too. I've seen this advertised.
Season 2 just came out.
Okay.
That's
why
why
I've
season
seen
2
it
just
recently.
came out.
Okay.
I read the light novel for it in early 2010s, but at the beginning of it, it's just a nice little slice of life magic one. He is a beast tamer, and he's obsessed with slimes.
Slimes? I am noticing that.
Yes.
Well, I do notice a lot of the isekai have that. I had a really bad life and now it's going to be better. Like I'm not a big isekai guy. Like I said, I have a threshold. I can only do so many. Like I was this close because there is one isekai this season that I do actually consistently keep up with, and that's Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, because season 2 part 2 comes out. It just felt weird to put season 2 part 2 on my list of top 3.
I definitely am looking forward to that as well. But with this one, there's not much fighting. Like, there's a little bit of combat every couple episodes, but it's mostly just him defending himself or going out to tame more monsters, which is really cool.
Okay.
But what's really interesting about it is the god of Earth. Spoilers if you haven't read it yet. Took all of his luck away.
Yeah.
Like siphoned all of his luck and happiness for herself. And that's why he had a terrible life. And so the light novel hasn't gone into why she did that. So I'm waiting for updates on that still.
Okay.
But it definitely shows that the isekai genre isn't just linear. it can branch off. You don't have to have fighting. You don't have to have some big mission. You can just, it's a slice of life in another world.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is if you can do something different with isekai, I'm here for it. It's just too many of them will like make a silly little change. You know, it's like, I got isekai and I decided to put all of my points into being able to have infinite carry weight, and now I can carry as much as I want to, and that's the title. Like, I'm sorry.
The long title.
Yeah.
So you're talking about I put all my skill points in defense, and then I'll put all my skill points in evasion.
And then Shangri-La is everything is into like speed and luck.
Yep. And then he gets cursed like an SOB.
I know. Now Shangri-La gets a pass. That one got recommended to me, and I've actually been enjoying that one.
Yeah, but I can't do the vending machine.
Yeah. I did 3 episodes of vending machine and I dropped it. I gave it the 3 episode try though, so you can't be that mad at me. All right, so Shorty, what's your number 1?
As mentioned earlier, my bad, is Kakaishi. Kakaishi was something that was on Cartoon Network or Toonami, I guess, back in the 2010s, early 2000s. It's a spiritual one. They're sort of like exorcists, but they only have powers in their town.
It's got that good old school, you know, like late 90s, early 2000s animation going on.
Yeah. It has a lot of character development, from just being a super shy kid, to being super cocky, to becoming an adult because of friends dying and stuff like that. But it's really funny is his goal in life is to build a castle made out of cake.
I mean, but what'll happen when it rains?
He can use magic. Like, as you can see, he can use a type of like barrier magic.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's super versatile because him and his neighbor are 2 sides of the same family.
Okay.
They use their barrier magics separately. And they've been at knuckleheads from each other because they each think that they're the apprentice of the founding master. So, and it's really fun because he's in love with the daughter next door.
Yeah.
The daughter next door only sees him as like the annoying little brother.
Oh, we got Ben in the chat. He's talking about hashtag Power Rangers Phantasm. You missed it earlier. I talked about Go Lose a Ranger. I'll send you the video tomorrow when we post it up so you can see about that one. That one's is awesome. But yeah, so I have not actually, I don't know if I've ever seen the series unless it was one that I just caught on TV, and there was a few of these that I just don't remember the name of them. Like, just because you would just watch them, you know?
The series was cut short, unfortunately, for anime wise. But if you get a chance to read the manga, it's definitely worth the time to find it.
Okay. So that wraps up though Shorty's top 5. Do you want to go back through, list them back off from 5 to 1 for anyone that's just getting with us?
Sure. We got number 5, Yu Yu Hakusho. Everybody loves Yu Yu Hakusho. Then we have The Angel Next Door, Spoils Me Rotten, a really cute romance, slice of life, great character development, because they don't really like each other at the beginning. They just kind of avoid each other. You have Case Closed, great detective one with nice dark undertones to it. Some of the best anime movies I've ever seen. We got By the Grace of Gods, a nice change of pace for Isekai world. Just boy in his slime, just trying to get through day by day. Opens up a laundromat, just tries to be happy. Yeah,
I dig it.
And then Kakaishi, it's another older one. Nice exorcist vibe to it. Really good character development. Good fight scenes.
Yeah.
Nice sprinkle of comedy in there. It's always making me laugh rewatching the series.